What's up, everybody? It's WT Well back in with another video today of the Impact Wrestling review for the 24th of March 2017. Let's do this. Last week we saw the return of LAX, decimating the Decay, straight up burying them, but you know, good way to make a re-debut, I guess. Let's see what tonight brings. It should be hella fun.
I prove that I deserve to be your champion, seeing as I am the top man here. I'm here in Impact Wrestling to fight the big dog, not the bitch. Crossover breaker. He's got EC3 locked up. EC3. What's he gonna do? He tapped out. He tapped out. It's a little chance. You can leave. Yet, until I pay you the respect you deserve from a patron as a competitor.
Romeo and Juliet always come to their tragic demise.
I want you right here, Moose, and I want you for the Impact Grand Championship.
No one has any idea who the hell the tag team champions of Impact Wrestling are. Championships are won and lost inside of this very ring.
These guys.
Get ready to live and die in LAX.
Oh yeah, baby. Impact One Mafia better be rolling.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Impact Wrestling. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Accompanied to the ring by Ashley Love, the Lone Davey Richards. They are the most unorthodox couple in all of pro wrestling. Rings may be a straight word, but that describes perfectly Davey Richards and Angelina Love. Hello again, everyone. Josh Matthews, ringside with the Pope and Jeremy Morash. Well, you know they say opposites attract, not just the brothers from the truth here, because these two are two natural born cycles, and they're good for each other. You are looking at the most dangerous couple in Impact Wrestling. That million-mile stare both of them seem to have. Captivated with each other. And very, very dangerous. Make no mistake about it. What we have seen from these two, nothing short of violent, nothing short of dangerous, nothing short of a new era for these two in Impact Wrestling. Davey Richards and Angelina Love.
It wasn't meant to be there.
His opponent, Suicide! Suicide X-Division champion who made his return to Impact Wrestling last week as part of a four-way X-Division championship matchup. It seemed as if Suicide could have won the X-Division championship last week, but it's great to see him pass Marvel back, save the Impact zone. And before I get to you guys again, I want to remind everyone that you should join our conversation. Follow us on Twitter,
Let's see Kevin Turner, Tony Dennis something.
That's easy for you to say, Josh. Everything's so excited to return to the Impact Zone. Folks better look it up to the Raptors and Washington Dynasty's house. Suicide is back. It is good to see him, though, David.
Certainly first debuting in the Impact Wrestling video game many years ago.
got him now back, and last week we saw his return. And he hasn't missed a step. We're going to see some new faces here tonight as well. On Impact Wrestling, a tremendous six-man tag team matchup coming up. Also, some great tag team action still to come. And JB has been tweeting me and texting me all week saying, she's going to be here tonight. She's going to be here. Want to shed any light on that, or you just want to just keep me in the dark? I'm going to keep you in the dark like everybody else around here does. Great way to get the action started, though, with Davey Richards and Suicide.
One thing about it is this type of matchup between these two competitors, you're going to see moves like that. You're going to see it fast. You're going to see it furious. Both men are going to have to be on their A game.
And Angelina Love sold Davey Richards on the outside, but Suicide's not going to give any sort of a reprieve to Davey Richards. One more look at this.
Check it out. Suicide in. High dive over the top rope onto Davey Richards. That's one thing about Suicide, man. Both hands face Suicide time and time again, and you just can never prepare yourself because he does things that you're not aware of.
Oh, look at this. This right drop kick there by Suicide as he flies into the cover, goes to the outside. Oh, and a kick out by Davey Richards. I got to ask you guys, is Davey Richards too consumed with his former tag team partner, Eddie Edwards? They were 5-time World Tag Team Champions.
We have that such history, so many days back so many years. When it becomes part of your identity, your lifestyle, your personality, it's going to take a while to shape that. Now on his own, he's got a new partner, and Angelina Love in a very different story.
I'll say that, JB. Consumed with his partner, consumed with Angelina Love. Look at this.
Sickness. Oh! Why's he got to be sickness? They're a married couple. They're in love. They're expressing their love. Nobody said it was sick when Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton wore each other's blood around their necks and necklaces. They thought it was a great gesture.
What they do on their own time is their
Who the
business.
fuck are
This
they?
is a six-sided ring. This is where action
Tell
is
'em, man.
supposed to take place for the pleasure of the fans, not your Florida of the blood, if you will.
They often like to use the hashtag, it's in the blood, to Davey Richards and Angelina Love. And Davey firmly in control right now.
And just talk about personality change. Davey Richards goes a completely different direction from Eddie Edwards. And Eddie
Maybe I
Edwards,
see the phone's ringing. Maybe you take the call and leave.
Hey, Davis going for the mask, it almost appeared. I don't know why too many folk don't do that. You're in the ring with a masked competitor. Don't try to rip the hell out of that mask and that mask off of Suicide. Why don't more people do it? I don't know it, but it looked like Davis.
See, back in my day when I was competing, I would often try to rip the mask off of my opponents. Many matches I had in Mexico, south of the border, Japan. I was in the ring with some of the greats.
but we get a different camera angle, please. Ridiculous. We want to see this. Angelina Love and Davey Richards have formed a bond, a relationship unlike anything we've ever seen here before.
Check out Suicide right now. Springboard, big time missile drop kick.
Got the phone call coming in. Yeah, she's here. Oh, she's here.
Oh, boy. And this big
Can you guys just call the action, please? Look at that Suicide dive from Suicide. Tremendous move. Great way to get started here on Impact, and we're just getting started. 2 hours of incredible action still to come. And we have to remind everyone that you got to download the Fight Network app. It's available on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku. The Fight Network app gives you exclusive content from all your favorite Impact moments. Cover up the high cross body and a kick out at 2. Check out the Fight Network app today.
You know, Suicide, man, I gotta say it, the man is just looking very impressive. The enigma that he is, he comes back here in the Impact Zone, and he is taking the fight to one of the most dangerous men today, Davey Richards.
Not to mention the fact that it's right over the top.
Suicide able to land on his feet, though, and now looking for a roll-up. Davey Richards able to hang on. Back and forth these two go, and Davey Richards getting caught here by Suicide. Hope this is what you used to have to deal with when you were in the ring. Suicide, springboard moonsault, looks to the outside, letting it a kick out at 2. JB, you were talking about the personality and the change in the darkness of Davey Richards.
Well, certainly when you look at the void now that the Wolves have left in the tag team division with them not being involved, not competing actively for the tag team championships now, you know Davey Richards is focused on something else, different career goals, different options.
But how about the way we went off the air last week with the return of LAX?
Coming up tonight, we're going to see LAX in action versus the DCC. An conquered an amazing rival last week. Oh, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the tag team, the Cowboy James Storm, Eddie Kingston and Grant.
Oh, look at Davey Richards flying in.
Sasayo Slayer fly forward into the corner. That changed the expression on Suicide's face.
Yeah, tremendous combination of moves moments ago from Davey Richards, and now the Lone Wolf is up on the top rope, and you can just look into the eyes of Davey Richards. JB called it the million-mile stare, and really Davey Richards comes up empty there. Suicide, inside cradle, shoulders down, and a kick out of two.
Very close, 3 seconds. That's all it takes to go to the pay window.
Davey looks to Angelina. Davey Richards will look for creeping death. Oh, there it is!
Connected.
The kick to the side of the head of Suicide. Creeping death, and Davey Richards wins.
Hey, nice.
Your winner of the match, Davey Richards.
Is there more of an appropriate name for a signature move than creeping death from Davey Richards?
Tell you one thing. Call it whatever the hell you want to call it. If it gets the job done, just stick with it. And that works for Davey Richards.
On across the top, Angelina Love, Davey Richards victorious once again this week. His quest out on his own, successful thus far.
Hello, everyone from ringside. Josh Matthews alongside Hogan. JB, that was a great match we just saw moments ago. And oh, look, JB's back on his phone and back on the Stooge report.
No, it's not the hot news hotline, my friend. No, it's not a dirt sheet.
JB.
And happens to be somebody who's coming out here later tonight who just showed up, and you're not going to believe it. In fact, I would go as to say, you're not going to like her being back here whatsoever.
Okay, her. Who is this her that you speak of? Who's her? Who's she? And don't use pronouns. Proper names, JB.
Is he the same?
Hey, she's here, Josh.
First day as a ring announcer, guys. First day, pronouns. You use proper names. So who is she? Who's her?
Let's find out. If you had any connections, maybe somebody around here would tell you something.
I think we're all going to find out in just a second.
Oh, we are.
Yo, last week, that was just a warning shot. Force. We marksmen up in this bush, and we never gonna miss at our target. You know what Tijuana means to me, right? That's where I started. That's the soil. That's my house. These impact crackers, they came over across the border. They tried to jack my belts. You better not get it twisted, bro, because this time I'm coming with some violence. They thought that I was gone. They thought that I forgot. That's the problem. We back, and I'm coming back. And let me tell you what I really want. I want those tag team championships. And you two are gonna get it for us, and then we're gonna defend them. And there ain't nothing, and I do mean nothing they can do about it. Yeah. 150. Let's do this. You can die now.
Laurel? I mean, we've all watched the events that have transpired, but how are you holding up?
I'm fine. What's your name?
Kenzie?
Kelsey, I am fine. The sun will come out. I'm not fine. I'm not fine. I was supposed to have babies. Jeremy and Skylar and Jer Bear. We call him Jer. Want to see pictures of Jer Bear?
I'll see pictures.
They don't exist! Stupid! They don't exist because everyone's ruined it! Everyone! You ruined it! I hate you, Gwen! Whatever your name is, I hate you! I hate Maria! I hate Santa! I hate them all!
Hey. No.
You!
Stop to be stupid. You don't hate me. You don't hate Maria. Maria gave you everything. Allie took that away. Braxton took that away. Braxton loved you. He adored you, right? He worshipped the ground that you walked on. And Allie took that away. Listen, I need you to focus, okay? I need you to pull it together. Because I have a really big, special surprise for Allie and Braxton, okay?
What is it?
Don't worry about those details. You've clearly had enough stress for a lifetime, all right? Just, girl, take a shower.
The sun will come out
Laurel. Somebody teach McKenna how to work a microphone. Again. What? The following contest is international six-man tag team action. Introducing Idris Abraham. All right, JB, tell us all about Idris Abraham. From Dearborn, Michigan, an Arab American whose parents are from Egypt, into anime, into cats, and wants to be the X Division champion of the world. And his tag team partners, Falaba and Mario Okara. Now follows in the front here with that yellow championship, and that's Mario behind him. I'm sure JD's got the scoop on these two too. They are the Monster Factory Tag Team Champions and looking for a shot at the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Currently vacant. We're going to find out next week who gets that for tonight. These two are set for battle. Mario Okara, a native of Zandar, Croatia. Falaba, a native of the Philippines. And tonight they're looking to make their mark in the Impact Wrestling roster. This international six-man tag team match about to kick off. What the hell's the Monster Factory?
Professor had any of these?
Introducing first,
It's amazing.
Tell you what, Spud's on his paycheck tonight, getting all these names. One Falaba and Mario Okara and Muhammad Shira.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Spud may be earning his paycheck in that, but these guys that are going into the ring right now are going to have a hard time earning theirs because I don't know who's going to come out on top of this one, but with the big guy Shira heading to the ring, he's certainly looking like a favorite.
I'd like to see the roundtable discussion between Idris, Fala, Mario, Shira, led by the Pope. I mean, that is a podcast that I would listen to over and over again. And his tag team partners, Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. Now, I'm wondering if after last week, after Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. defeated Eli Drake and Tyrus, that they went out and bought some lottery tickets. That was a huge good class, but these guys got so lucky defeating Tyrus and Eli Drake. I wouldn't say it was luck. I would just say inexperience, in fact, unfamiliarity from Tyrus and Eli Drake. They didn't know what they were in for with the team. Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. in one international matchup we have from the Crash promotion out of Tijuana, Mexico. Comes Garza Jr. and the Laredo Kid. Shira from India. Okara from Croatia. Falaba from the Philippines. And Idris Abraham with the Egyptian roots out of Dearborn, Michigan.
Well, certainly, again, Pope's going to go back to his statement previously. I was talking about Shira and his impressive physique and him being the favorite, teaming with these two. Oh, my goodness.
Quite the rivalry developing here on Impact Wrestling between all these new tag teams. And if you missed it last week, we can still see Triple E take on DJZ, DCC battle the Deranged and Demonic Decay, a friendly competition between Madison Rain and Angela Love, and much more. Catch the intense action, one that only rivals 2017, available now on pay-per-view. So this is Idris Abraham getting things started with Garza Jr.
Brother Pope hasn't seen an afro like that since his high school days. Idris is rocking.
Garza Jr. so athletic, such a good-looking young man. Great future. Tremendous upside for Garza Jr. Right now with Idris Abraham.
Wrestling in his blood, no question about it. Ooh.
Idris, I believe, speaks Arabic. He's fluent. See, I know a lot too, JB. Drop knowledge on you once in a while. Oh. Idris stopped those tracks.
He's there, baby.
Garza Jr. So much a fan favorite here in a very short time. Just 1 week ago, he and the Laredo Kid made their Impact Wrestling debut. A huge fanfare and a lot of feedback from the fans wanting to see more of these two.
Big move there by Laredo Kid as he's flying with that arm drag. And perhaps Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. could be the next World Tag Team Champions. We'll find out who will become the new Tag Team Champions next week. I'm thinking about getting a Tag Team partner and entering the fray.
Good luck with that, Joey.
Oh, you're out of the running then. Ooh, back to the there by Laredo Kid with Mario Bokara from Croatia, the Croatian sensation.
Something about Mario that I just like from the get-go. I mean, very just old school throwback competitor, you know, just gritty.
Taken off balance by Laredo Kid. Here comes the near 400-pounder. Falaba. These guys have a monster factory.
Falaba looks like a monster. About to try to trample on Laredo Kid.
Laredo Kid trying to keep the pace. And a frenzy here is falling. Did you see that?
Oh my goodness!
Just crushed him. Absolutely crushed him. Check this out. Replay.
Running crossbody that rattled the ring from Fama. We may need a spatula to get Laredo Kid off the canvas.
You have 400 pounds coming at you with that kind of momentum.
Boom!
Followed up now.
Mario with the cover up to the outside leg.
Well, I have to argue if they had just went for the cover after that splash, I mean, it could have been over. I don't think I've ever seen a big man move like that.
Going for the mask, going to press the chain so far. You have to think these two already. So far, could be in the running for a shot at these World Tag Team Championships.
German place here by Mario Bokara.
Idris Abraham going to work on the Laredo Kid.
Yeah, you know, I was going to talk about the fact that Mario, when he was in there, he went after the mask. It literally turned the mask a little bit. Blocked the
Session with masks.
Because, man, you got to take the advantage.
Talking about earlier suicide. Now you're talking about here with Laredo Kid. You're obsessed with masks.
Well, you know, Josh, you were a competitor.
Oh,
counter by Laredo Kid.
Just hit that out of nowhere. That's where the quickness comes to your advantage if you are the Laredo Kid.
Laredo Kid needs to make the tag. Either Shira or Garza Jr. Here comes Mario, and here comes Shira, the big man from India. Shira going to work here on Mario Bokara.
Shira bringing the fire.
The United Nations competing here. Oh! Here comes Idris, and there goes Idris.
Nearly knocked that out for a straight.
Oh, my! Look at this! You're getting high! Sky high!
That's a 400-pound sky high.
Pure strength from the powerhouse, Shira. He's got his back against the long side of the corner here. Here comes Garza Jr. Laredo Kid, and it's breaking down in Orlando.
Shira's looking for it again.
Whoa! Sky high! Cover in the center of the ring. Mario down, and Shira's
Oh, hold on. Seamless.
What a win for Shira and Garza Jr. and Laredo Kid.
Garza Jr., Laredo Kid taking a double moonsault to the floor. Let's make it official for Rockstar Spud.
The winner of the match, Laredo Kid, Garza Jr. celebration will continue here for the reign of King, Garza Jr., Shira, and the fans in the Impact Zone. A feel-good moment on what has been an action-packed night thus far. Impact.com is trending worldwide right now.
Let's head to the back right now. Yeah, there we go. I got word. Limousine showing up. Limousine cleared through security. Limousine allowed in the back. Who's in that limousine? We're going to find out later tonight.
Better not be who I think it is.
This is why I never doubt your source.
Shut up, Pope. Welcome back to Next. It's like the first time we've ever seen a limousine. Why do we keep going back and showing this thing? Who's in there? And what's this guy doing?
You'll find out.
Easy, brother. Easy.
Decon.
I like the limousine like every day.
The final contest is a tag team match. Coming into the ring by Rosemary.
Don't they tell you guys to spell one time?
Decay thought that they found a loophole because they secured the titles in space and time. Bruce Pritchard said, well, that's not how champions will be won and lost around here. And now next week we found new champions. Will Decay be a part of that match next week? Certainly can't wait to find out. I think they deserve to be in that tag team championship match.
But anytime you've had someone who has been dominant in the tag team division like Decay has been, you have to consider them for those World Tag Team titles.
Certainly do. With the history involved with Decay and those World Tag Team Championships, you know the aspiration is there. However, after last week, after what we saw with the arrival of the Latin American Exchange, the entire tag team division, as we know it, has been flipped upside down. And Decay found out firsthand. Well, I survived last week. Tonight, Reno Scum awaits the challenge of the former World Tag Team Champions.
Under the legend is the gentleman with the mohawk. Adam Thornstowe is his tag team partner. Check out Reno Scum. That's a segue, Pope. Boy.
I'll tell you what, these two are great amongst themselves. See them out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, we've seen them before with the Future Stars of Wrestling promotion now. Of course, being out of Reno, coming here to the Impact Zone, and these two have a tour cut out for them with Decay, the monster of Basic Crazy Steve.
It'll be Crazy Steve getting things started here with Adam Thornstowe. Hope you tell us what's this feel like for Adam Thornstowe as you're looking across the ring at the demonic Crazy Steve?
Probably thinking I want to be back in Reno, and if he isn't thinking it right now, give it some time. I'm sure that'll come across his mind. But those two boys, Reno Scum, are always looking for a fight. We've learned that already.
And we will crown new tag team champions next week. It's been a wild night here thus far. We saw Davey Richards go one-on-one with Suicide, a tremendous six-man tag team matchup moments ago with international flavor. And for some reason, our cameras, nice move there, keep going to a limousine in the back. It's like the first time a limo's ever been here at Impact.
Well, it's not about the limo, Josh. It's who's inside the limo. Ooh.
Very well said. Very well said.
Oh, nice standing moonsault there by Adam Thornstowe. And when you look at Thornstowe, you don't think that he can pop up a standing moonsault like that.
No, I mean, again, man, looks are deceiving, but that can be said about all four competitors in the six-sided ring.
Hey, ShopImpact.com has Reno Scum t-shirts available right now. And you know who you can thank for that?
Don West. Don West is back. He's got 2 great deals every week on shopimpact.com. Earlier this week, he released the Slammiversary 2016 DVD. And if you were one of the lucky customers who got it early, you also got Bound for Glory 2015 for free on DVD. That's shopimpact.com.
This face off. The Monster Abyss. And Monster Abyss.
Buster looked like he's been in some pretty rough fights and in the alleyways, but he's never been against a monster like Abyss. So I'm
He's
just
about 6'7", right? So you got to say Buster's 6'6", 6'5". He's looking eye to eye with Abyss.
well, Abyss just headbutted the guy and hurt himself. So what does that say about the hard hand of Buster?
Buster driving that head in the chest of the Monster Abyss here in this tag team matchup, as both teams would love to be a part of the World Tag Team Championship match that'll take place here next week on Impact. And again, Buster the Legend using that hard cranium to Abyss.
Reno Scott making their Impact debut last week. Yet to come on this broadcast. Get ready, the return of a knockout we have not seen in quite some time. Plus the in-ring debut of the Latin American Exchange. And who in the world is in that limo, Josh?
I'm sick of talking about this limo. When Ric Flair and I were working the territories back in the day, we took limos everywhere.
You were driving, I'm assuming.
No, me and Ric Flair used to wrestle in the Dominican. Shut up, Pope. We used to wrestle in the Dominican Republic all the time.
But Adam is in charge of the action right now. Big noggin knocker there. He just took Crazy Stevie head and rammed it into his partners.
And I should wrestle here by Crazy Steve, though. Rosemary trying to get a hand on him. So that stops him momentarily and allows Abyss. Great play drawn up there by Decay.
And Rosemary so dangerous outside the ring. A basic point. Check this out.
Rosemary all over Adam Thornstowe. And Rosemary, she's not afraid to get involved and mix things up.
Gotta keep your eye on the deep assassin. If she's out there at the ringside, you know she'll get involved for her man.
Now Crazy Steve sitting there, and he's got control of the head of Adam Thornstowe. Control the head, control the body, correct?
Absolutely. Where the head goes, the body goes. And right now, Stevie was trying to rip the head of Adam off.
Licked the man. He licked him.
Like a lollipop.
This is Crazy Steve. Is one of those. We said David Richards was strange earlier, but something is notified the health department about Crazy Steve. And here comes the Monster Abyss.
Monster Abyss got 18 steps, made his way across like, and there went Crazy Stevie.
People 1-2 combination from the Monster Abyss and Crazy Steve after a brutal beatdown on the outside of the ring by Rosemary.
There's Abyss with that stance, acknowledging to the world that he's beautiful. I don't think no one agrees with that.
You can get the ring and disagree with Abyss if you want to.
I already have, Josh. Do your history, do your homework. I'm sure Reno Scum has done their homework when it comes to the cave, but it has not worked to their favor at the moment as the Monster Abyss is still largely in charge.
Abyss trying to just dismantle Adam Thornstowe. They're trying to unscrew his head from his body. Thornstowe gets back to his feet, quickly taken back down by the Monster Abyss.
Look how happy the Monster Abyss is, JB.
How can you always talk to Jimmy? How can you ever say, hey, Josh?
Well, I couldn't hear him before. He really seemed ecstatic with himself after that series of moves on the offense.
And Crazy Steve is looking for that cannonball again, but he missed.
Now here comes Luster the Legend in off the tag, right after Crazy Steve. Luster, the way he moves around, doesn't waste any movement at all. Still to come, Impact Grand Championship match coming up next. And look at that!
Huge Fisherman Buster. By Luster.
And here comes the Monster Abyss. Look at these two heavyweights. Tag team action here on Impact. Good luck to Brian Sniffer to control these four. Oh! Oh my! You ever seen a biscuit taken out like that?
Now my shoulder tackle of that magnitude, Josh. The big man flew for the second turnbuckle.
Tremendous amount of agility, now taking it out to the outside of the ring, and this is where Abyss is so dangerous.
Oh my, Abyss! outside. Watch out for Rosemary. The great miss to the eyes of Crazy Sticky right out here in front of us. Buster's got Rosemary. What's he gonna do with her? See you bye. All the way down to Abyss. Crazy Steve's been blinded.
Crazy Steve has no idea what's going
Oh
on.
my goodness, what a maneuver!
Buster shoots the half. Hooks the leg and
Oh,
Rio
hold on.
beats the
2 minutes.
No winners of the match. Rio! No! Are we looking at the next World Tag Team Champions in Impact Wrestling? Buster the Legend and Adam Thornstone. One more look at this devastating maneuver.
Nice tag team maneuver into the double stone on top of Crazy Steve and both hands.
2 weeks, 2 wins. Rio's scum have to be considered now as a possible tag team to compete for the vacant World Tag Team Championship. Huge win. Speaking of tag teams yet to come, the in-ring debut of the Latin American Exchange led by Cody. Putting all teams on notice here at Impact Wrestling, including the victorious Rio Scum.
Coming up next, the Impact Grand Championship hangs in the balance. Moose all set to defend his title against Eli Drake.
So Bobby Lashley, tell me. I know who the hell you are. I know an awful lot about you. But for those that don't know who Bobby Lashley really is, what is he?
I call myself a couple different things. I'm an ordinary person, but I just do extraordinary things.
Eli Drake.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Coming into the ring by Tyrus, Eli Drake.
Wherever Eli Drake goes, you will see Tyrus as well, and Tyrus made a dividend here tonight as Eli Drake is set to challenge Moose to the Impact Grand Championship.
Now, the Wonder Teams were on the same page. A little bit of miscommunication last week that led to Garza Jr. and Laredo kicking their first victory here at Impact Wrestling. But certainly with Eli Drake, the confidence is there and the backup is there with the big man Tyrus.
Certainly, you gotta know that Eli Drake, you can see the look on his face. He's not too pleased. He's not too happy about what transpired.
Wait, guys, something's happening in the backstage area. Something is happening here at Universal Studios. Can we get a camera back there? What is going on? It's Cody and Brandy Rhodes. Cody just said he's not going to do anything stupid, but Cody's not scheduled to be here tonight. Cody's got a bone to pick and an issue with Moose. He's been calling out Moose for weeks.
He's headed this direction.
Yeah, that's the entrance. Yeah. And with a steel chair in, and from behind, he just cracks Moose. That's Moose.
Moose was getting ready to make his entrance into the Impact Zone, and Cody just blocked him with the steel chair.
And Cody continues the onslaught here. Cody has been waiting and biding his time. And as Moose was getting ready to defend his title, as Moose was getting ready to face Eli Drake, Cody pounced.
No.
Crossroads.
Oh.
And that speaks volumes. This all started because Moose was framed with Brandy Rhodes. Moose helped Brandy Rhodes in the situation. And now Cody holding up the Impact Grand Championship. There's no way Moose is going to be able to defend his title here tonight against Eli Drake. A blindsided attack from Cody. Moose should have seen this coming.
Who should have seen this coming? How could you see this coming? The guy literally got out of that limousine.
Because for 2 weeks in a row, Cody has been calling out Moose, looking for Moose. Moose was, he flew all the way to Japan to hide from Cody.
Oh, come on, Josh. Are you serious? You know good and well Moose was over in Japan competing for Noah. Cody comes out here, calls him out, knowing good and well that Moose didn't come out here and answer the challenge.
Well, Cody was here last week. He stopped his wife, Randy Rhodes, from competing as he called out Moose. Moose was nowhere to be found. You guys say he was in Japan. Show me some pictures. Show me on social media where this guy was in Japan.
Moose wants to go to the ring. He wants to compete tonight.
I think he doesn't know where he is. He thinks he's heading to the locker room. Moose does not want to compete tonight. Moose is out on his feet, and Cody was able to strike and take it to Moose here tonight. Keep your head on a swivel, kid. Well, that's how you make an appearance. That's how you do business. That's how you handle business. Cody taking care of Moose once and for all. This has been ducking Cody for weeks.
I think we all know, Josh, that is not the case. But hey, the man came out here. He got up on Moose, and it is what it is.
And now we saw the photo that Cody was there the whole time. So Cody, it was a he, by the way. The idiot. He was inside the limo. There's nobody else.
You think so?
No need for it.
Hey, well, she was in the limo, and she'll be here in just a few months.
Who is she?
The following tag team
Ole!
contest is coming into the ring by Diamante, Conan, and Homicide. They are the LAX, the Latin American Exchange. They returned to Impact last week. They're back, and everyone is on notice.
That's I, Conan, think of him as the godfather. That is Diamante, the lone female in the group. Ortiz, Santana. They make up LAX, of course. Homicide as well. The most dangerous faction in the history of this company. Make no mistake about it. Conan here on a mission with the Latin American Exchange.
Yo, this is to all those wanna be, try to be, never gonna be, G. LAX, we back in the cut. And we here for those tag team titles, but this goes out to the Impact Mafia. Everybody knows my past with them has been contentious. But this time, it won't be decided in the tribunals. LAX, we taking it street style to live and die in LAX. 5150. Yeah!
3, 2, 1.
DCC, bitch. Death Crew.
Their opponents are coming into the ring by Kingston, the Cowboy Dead Storm, Brand, the DCC.
So the Storm and Brand competing here tonight against Santana and Ortiz. All of the LAX, but keep your eyes on what happens on the outside of the ring. Obviously, you'll have Kingston working ringside and the other members of LAX out there. So this could be like the Wild Wild West in this tag team matchup. And remember, all these teams would love to be a part of the World Tag Team Championship match that will take place next week right here on Impact.
7 nights from tonight, we're going to crown new tag team champions. And certainly you look at DCC, you look at the arrival of LAX, you look at the arrival of Reno Scott, Garza Jr., Laredo Kid. The tag team title situation in a very short time is getting up to a fever pitch, and you can bet the DCC and LAX both want their hands on the tag team titles.
You better believe one thing about it, LAX, they don't want to take care of it in the tribunal, as Conan said. But these are two guys in the ring right
started here in this tag team matchup with the Cowboy James Storm of the DCC as he throws up the U for Unity. Mixed reaction here in the Impact Zone for these two teams. These are two teams that are similar in the way they go about their business, but their ideals are so different.
Santana in the ring. Well, now both LAX in the ring. That is Santana and Ortiz. Santana with the yellow bandana around his head. Ortiz going back out of the ring now, and you have to watch out for all of these individuals, especially look out for Diamante, look out for Homicide, and Conan on the outside.
First thing you notice off the back is that Santana Ortiz, these two men of LAX, they're very quick, very.
I'll be right back. Just to check something. Alright, what's everybody get back? It's not one. It's not two.
Very fast and very easy.
Oh!
And you have to ask if the DCC right now is prime for the picking as Santana goes off the back of Ortiz, because there's been some dissension amongst members of the DCC as of late.
Certainly they're going to make sure, or have to make sure that doesn't come into the play. I'm talking about DCC here.
Ortiz flies into the cover, hooks the leg, Storm kicks out. Another pin opportunity, and another kick out from the former world champion, James Storm.
Our first look at Ortiz, our first look at Santana. This is Santana coming in now. Look at this great double team maneuvers. You can tell these two have a lot of experience teaming with one another. And now, as a part of the LAX faction, throw Diamante in there, throw Homicide in there, throw Conan.
Oh, yeah. Ortiz obviously being the power of the team. Santana being the more agile and athletic one. Flying around. Look at that hair pull.
A smart move there by Ortiz to grab James Storm, who is building momentum. And this is not where you want to be on the outside of the ring in a tag team match with LAX. Here comes Homicide.
You called that one from the get-go, Josh. You knew once it went to the outside of the ring, it was just a matter of who would attack first.
Can DCC get back into this match? Can James Storm make the tag? It may end right now in a kick out from Storm. LAX firmly in control. Will they keep it going? Find out right after this. Welcome back to Impact. It has been all LAX during the break as you see Santana continuing to control James Storm. It's a tag team matchup between the DCC and the LAX. Storm has been trying to make tags, but he hasn't been able to get the brand.
Man, when World collides, double clothesline there by Storm, which may give him the opportunity now to make that tag the brand.
And here comes Ortiz. Smart move. He pulls referee Brian Hebner. Took his attention away from the match. Storm made the tag, but unbeknownst to the official, so it doesn't count. Oh!
Storm, however,
oh, there he goes.
Nice back off the rope.
And now Storm makes the tag, but Kingston's got the official. And now the DCC just hurt themselves. Can't get on the same page at all.
Meanwhile, look at Santana taking it to James Storm, who's been on the front of a lot of offense over the last several minutes here.
Storm's got to get out of jail. He's got to make his way to the other side of the ring and make the tag to Graham. He's done so twice. The second time it was Kingston's fault if the referee's attention was averted.
Well, one thing's for sure, the LAX has capitalized on the misfortune of James Storm not being able to make that tag, or the referee rather not seeing it, and smartly doing so.
LAX has been a cohesive unit from Jump Street. As Ortiz got caught here, though.
Nice spine buster by James Storm.
But Storm doesn't know which corner he's in. He rolled to the wrong side of the 6-side ring. Storm's got to get all the way to the other side, and he's got to get past Ortiz to make a tag to Graham. I always knew where I was inside the ring, guys.
Well, you wonder if James Storm knows where he is right now. Graham on the outside looking for the opportunity to get in. And a fresh Graham right now could change the momentum of this match.
Tag has been made. Graham in with a huge clothesline.
Yeah, but Santana's in as well. We'll see if Graham, the Chesterfield flag, can slow down Santana. Doing a great job thus far. Big time running knee.
Yep.
Well, more Impact Wrestling tomorrow night. Alright. See you guys soon. Alright, hello everybody, we are back.
The Harley Race tight knee to the face of Santana.
By God, my God.
To the case, it's Cleveland House. This is how you turn a tag team match around and Santana flies in.
Did you see that? Storm tagged himself in.
Storm now the legal man, and Storm had a couple of seconds to catch his breath on the outside. That's all he needed, and the Cowboy comes flying in. Yeah, let's turn it off fair play. We know when it comes to playing dirty, Storm knows how to do just that, Daddy. Fly tag, he's in there.
Hello everybody, we are back.
It's Cleveland House. This is how you turn a tag team match around and Santana flies in.
Did you see that? Storm tagged himself in.
Storm now the legal man, and Storm had a couple of seconds to catch his breath on the outside. That's all he needed, and the Cowboy comes flying in. Yeah, let's turn it off fair play. We know when it comes to playing dirty, Storm knows how to do just that, Daddy. Fly tag, he's in there. On the outside, that's all he needed. And the Cowboy comes flying in. Yeah, let's turn it off fair play. We know when it comes to playing dirty, Storm knows how to do just that, Daddy. Fly tag, he's in there. Very fast and very decisive. And you have to ask if the DCC right now is prime for the picking as Santana goes off the back. Welcome back to Impact. It has been all LA. Ortiz, the grab. Jake Storm was building momentum, and this is not where you want to be on the.
These our first look at.
Very fast and very decisive. And you have to ask if DCC right now is prime for the picking as Santana goes off the back of Ortiz, because there's been some dissension amongst the members of the DCC as of late. Certainly they're going to make sure, or have to make sure that doesn't come into play of talking about DCC here. Ortiz flies into the cover, hooks the legs, Storm kicks out, another pin opportunity, and another kick out from the former world champion, James Storm.
Our first look at Ortiz. Our first look at Santana. This is Santana coming in now. Look at this great double team maneuvers. You can tell these two have a lot of experience teaming with one another. And now, as a part of the LAX faction, throw Diamante in there, throw Homicide in there, throw Cody in there.
Ortiz obviously being the power of the team. Santana being the more agile and athletic one. Flying around. Look at that move. This smart move there by Ortiz to grab Jake Storm, who was building momentum, and this is not where you want to be on the outside of the ring in a tag team match with LAX. Here comes Homicide. Called up from the get-go, Josh. You knew once they went to the outside of the ring, it was just a matter of who would attack first. Can DCC get back into this match? Can James Storm make the tag? It may end right now in a kick out from Storm. LAX firmly in control. Will they keep it going? Find out right after this. Welcome back to Impact. It has been all LAX during the break as you see Santana continuing to control James Storm. It's a tag team matchup between the DCC and the LAX. Storm has been trying to make tags, but he hasn't been able to get to land. Man, with World Collide, double clothesline there by Storm, which may give him the opportunity now to make that tag to break. And here comes Ortiz. Smart move. He pulls referee Brian Hebner. Took his attention away from the match. Storm made the tag, but unbeknownst to the official, so it doesn't count. Oh! Storm, however, there he goes. Nice backcracker off the rope.
And now Storm makes the tag, but Kingston's not the official. And now the DCC just hurt themselves. Can't get on the same page at all.
Meanwhile, look at Santana. Taking it to James Storm, who's been on the brunt of a lot of offense over the last several minutes here.
Storm's got to get out of jail. He's got to make his way to the other side of the ring and make the tag to Graham. He's done so twice. The second time it was Kingston's fault that the referee's attention was averted.
One thing's for sure, the LAX has capitalized on the misfortune of James Storm not being able to make that tag, or the referee rather not seeing it, and smartly doing so.
LAX has been a cohesive unit from Jump Street. As Ortiz got caught here, though.
Nice spine bustle by James Storm.
But Storm doesn't know which corner he's in. He rolled to the wrong side of the six-side ring. Storm's got to get all the way to the other side, and he's got to get past Ortiz to make a tag to Graham. I always knew where I was inside the ring, guys.
Well, you wonder if James Storm knows where he is right now. Graham on the outside looking for the opportunity to get in. And a fresh Graham right now could change the momentum of this match.
Tag has been made. Graham in with his close line.
Yeah, that's Santana's in as well. We'll see Graham, that just to be a play, can slow down Santana. Doing a great job thus far. Big time right knee.
Yeah, Harley Race tight knees to the face of Santana.
Oh, boy.
A powerbomb by Graham. The monarch of the cage is cleaning house.
This is how you turn a tag team match around, and Santana flies in.
Did you see that? Storm tagged himself in.
Storm now the legal man, and Storm had a couple of seconds to catch his breath on the outside. That's all he needed, and the Cowboy comes flying in.
Yeah, they turned out fair play. We know when it comes to playing dirty, Storm knows how to do just that, Daddy. Fly tag, he's in now.
And now Storm's out. Lands on the apron, gets shot to the back of the head of Ortiz.
And all DCC since that tag. Changed the momentum of this match entirely.
Wow!
Nice neck breaking DDT combination.
Cover, and Storm almost had a win for the DCC.
Wow, what a maneuver. What creativity by James Storm trying to get it done for DCC, baby.
Well, we certainly have had a lot of questions answered about the Latin American exchange. They have taken the DCC to the limit.
James Storm's going to try to get rid of Ortiz. Smart move there and isolate Santana inside the six-sided ring. And Storm!
Blood blow by Storm!
Needs to go for the cover here. But James Storm, I believe he wants to load up and go for the last call.
Oh, no, Storm should be covering. He should be covering. It can be over.
Storm went for the last call, though. Ortiz pops the ankle of Storm, catches his attention. Here comes Conan. This match is breaking down. Storm misses.
Oh, there's a roll-up.
Shoulders down, but referee Brian Heckers on the outside trying to keep order. And Kingston, ultimate miscommunication from Kingston again to the DCC.
What just happened?
LAX takes advantage. Turns Storm inside out. Santana with the cover. Storm's down. And LAX secure the win. Your winners of the match. LAX.
Are we looking at the next Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions, Ortiz and Santana, victorious this week on Impact?
You know, Josh will have to say, Pope, do you have a bold prediction? Well, Pope is putting his money right now on LAX to be the new Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Safe bet after the dominance we've seen, Ortiz and Santana. And look at James Storm almost bewildered by what has just happened. Second week in a row, miscommunication between the DCC.
It's time to cross James Storm a victory here inside the six-sided ring. 1 week away from where we crowned new World Tag Team Champions Kingston. He knows he made a mistake here tonight. But how many more mistakes can the DCC take? These three need to get it together, get on the same page.
place in the locker room with the ECC, but James Storm is upset right now. He's mad. He's having this conversation in public.
We certainly know James Storm has a temper and so does Eddie Kingston.
I don't know if you want to round up the Cowboy.
This is breaking down. When Graham is the coolest head in the ring, you've got issues. Storm telling Graham, I'm the one who started this. I started the DCC. Storm's right. He recruited Graham and Kingston to be a part of this trio.
Also reminds him that, hey, I'm the Cowboy James Storm. Okay, let's not forget who I am.
Now you got Storm and Graham staring each other down. And I understand that miscommunication happens amongst teammates, but it seems to be happening. Did Storm just quit the DCC?
So Bobby Lashley, tell me, I know an awful lot about you, but for those that don't know who Bobby Lashley really is, who is he?
I call myself a couple different things. I'm an ordinary person, but I just do extraordinary things. And I've done that all my entire life. I've always been in combat sports. I've always been a fighter. I've always been a wrestler. Wrestled for 37 years. Amateur wrestling, professional wrestling, fighter. I'm a person that always defies the odds. Does a little bit more than everyone else does.
A lot of people don't know about your amateur background. They don't know that you actually train with the United States Olympic team.
Oh yeah. When I was in college, I was a 3-time national champion. I took 4th as a freshman, and then I won it my sophomore, junior, senior year. After that, I went to Australia, wrestled for their national championship, won their national championship. After that, I got brought onto the World Class Athlete Program. It's an Army program for athletes that are able to make the Olympic team. So I made that team, and from there, I took second to the World Championships and trained at the Olympic Training Center for about 3.5 years.
So explain to people, how, when you talk about being a national champion, when you talk about traveling the world, facing the best of the best, what exactly does that mean? Why does that make you the greatest athlete in the world?
Because it separates myself. I separated myself from just the average person. There's so many people that wanted to attain the status of being an All-American. I was an All-American as a freshman. After that, I was winning. Everybody was chasing me. They've been chasing me for a long time.
So you are the best in all of amateur wrestling. You are the man, as you said, use your words. You are the man to beat. You make the next step. You go into professional wrestling. Why'd you make that jump? What was it about professional wrestling that made you take that next step?
Actually, it was a crazy story, and I told the story a couple times before. But the story led. It was a year before the Olympics. It was my time for the 2004 Olympics. That was my time to make it onto the Olympic team. In 2003, I had a big tournament, which was putting me right in line to prepare for the 2004 Olympics. And right after that tournament, normal day, I went to the bank to deposit some money into the bank, and these guys came in. They kicked the door down, and one of the guys took a shot right at the back of my head. I was actually facing away from the guys, and they kicked the door down. I turned my shoulder like that to kind of see what was going on, and later did I find out the bullet went like right past my head simply because I turned to the side. And when I turned to the side, I took a dive down to the ground. My knee hit the ground and just completely destroyed my knee at that point.
So that was a turning point, not just, that was a turning point in your life, because you could have gone on to be an Olympic gold medalist, and you could have gone on to be named the best in the entire world in the Olympics of wrestling.
Absolutely. And that was my goal, and that's what I was going for. So after that happened, I had my first surgery for my knee. It completely blew up my bursa sac, which is a fluid in the knee. So I was sitting back kind of just with a leg brace on after this surgery, and I was just kind of thinking, like, what next? You know, it was weird for me because I was thinking, I was given this talent and the ability to work as hard as I can to make it to the level that I can. And then right before the Olympics, culmination of everything that I was doing, done.
Did that piss you off?
I was pissed off. I don't even know if pissed off is a word to use. It was pissed off, disappointed, confused. It's like this 20-something years to the Olympics. This is where it all. This is where everybody expected me. My whole family, my parents, everyone expected me to make it to the 2004 Olympics. And as well, I thought it was my time. I was excited, and now I'm sitting here with this brace on, and the doctor said I'm not going to walk for the next 6 months because some dummies came into a bank and then stealing like $40,000, took everything away from me.
So you think you have a chip on your shoulder for that? You have something to prove to let people know
That's right.
that, hey, that should have been me at the 2004 Olympics, and that you want to prove to everybody that, I'm using your words now, that you're the greatest?
I didn't want to put it as a chip on my shoulder, but now that you say that, when we think about it, I think so. Something that I had proved to myself, because afterwards, when I had that stripped away from me, that's when I entered the world of professional wrestling. And I always said that I trained as hard as when I was training at the Olympic Training Center now. That's why I'm in the shape that I am now. That's why I can wrestle against anyone right now. That's why I go out there and I try to keep people down. Maybe that's the chip part that kind of comes out when I'm in a match. It's where I kind of flip the script a little bit and I just go a little bit rougher, a little bit tougher, because I know what I'm capable of doing, and I'm not going to let it get taken away ever again.
Also, do you think that you
Damn right.
use that to your advantage to when you could just go out and maybe beat someone? That maybe that, I don't know, that confusion, that anger, that, I'll call it a chip on your shoulder, that you use to punish your opponents, maybe more so than just go out and beat them? Is that something that maybe gets Bobby Lashley off a little bit?
It makes me happy. It makes me happy. Because somebody
So punishing people makes you happy?
It's not just punishing people. I would always say a couple different things. One, if I wrestle you one time, the next time I want it to be easier and easier and easier. Why? Because I hurt you so bad the first time. That's one. And then two, whenever I wrestle someone, when I stand in that corner, I look across that ring and I see them and they're having fun. They just did all this stuff. And I'm looking at them as the guy that pulled that trigger. They ended it all for me. And at that point, it's a fight.
So whenever you get in the ring with somebody, for example, Alberto El Patron, do you, in your mind, envision Patron being the one that pulled that trigger that ended what could have been an Olympic career?
Absolutely. And the thing is that I like him. I like everybody that I wrestle. I'm a nice person. But when I get in that ring, that's when it changes. I'm a whole different person when I get in there. That's why I tell people I'm not a bad guy, I'm not a good guy. I'm mean, but I'm a competitor. I'm an extreme competitor. So when I get in the ring, it's a whole different person. And yes, I do hate everybody that gets in the ring with me.
Impact Wrestling to me has always been innovative, been ahead of the curve, not afraid to go places.
I'll be right back. Alright, what are we about?
That other companies won't go, and that's something that Impact's always stayed true to. You're going to see a lot more great television moments, great matches, just all around great wrestling. I'm excited to see where Impact's heading in the future. Impact Wrestling is a company that has let me live my dream. They've always believed in me, and I've always believed in them. As the years go on, as I get more experience, I'm just going to take something great and make it even greater. We got a new energy in 2017. If there was ever a time to give Impact a chance, this is the time.
Mackenzie Mitchell backstage of the Impact Zone with some breaking news. This just in during commercial break. Moose versus Cody for the Impact Grand Championship right here on Impact next week. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, Moose versus Cody for the Impact Grand Championship. Now, guys, my guests at this time, I have to welcome in Braxton Sutter and Allie. Hello. Now, guys, Sienna made a threat to the both of you guys last week. I have to ask, does this concern you?
Mackenzie, let me just say this. Allie is the best thing that's ever happened. I'll tell you what. I had to witness her being treated like absolute garbage for way too long. I'm not going to let Maria, Sienna, Laurel face us. I'm prepared to protect this woman until the day I die. Next, please.
Impact Grand Championship match next week. Cody versus Boots.
The following Knockouts contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Rebel!
Great to see Rebel back in the Impact Zone here, and Braxton Sutter must have found a garage sale from the Attitude Era with that jacket and other vest that he was wearing.
I know what? I don't know where Rebel got this outfit, but I'm not complaining.
You nor me, JD. It is so good to see the Southern class, the sassy ones, back in the Impact Zone. I'm talking about Rebel.
This must have been the she that JB has been talking about all night long.
No.
Well, nonetheless, Rebel back.
And she looks great.
She looks incredible.
Knockouts action coming up momentarily.
Yeah,
I'll tell you exactly what's going on as soon as Impact goes off the air here on Pop.
Oh shit, ODB.
And her opponent, ODB!
Always great to see one of the originals. ODB in the Impact Zone.
Yes, indeed. A little rough around the edges. Who doesn't like ODB?
I'm a little rough around the edges, I'll tell you what. Flask in hand, game face on. ODB set for action against the returning Rebel.
Always brings the fun, the party with her. In the wing trailer, Josh.
Actually, ODB has a food truck. To get you some food truck, you can catch it all over the place. I believe it's down near Daytona.
Damn, you remember when Rebel used to be part of the manager room and see her face? Damn, definitely playing the heel.
Tough ladies in this ring right now. ODB and
Yeah, that was some of the best times of Rebel's career. Alright, what's over to me? We are back.
Rebel with a newfound ferocity.
It don't come no tougher than
I
ODB.
gotta ask you guys play fantasy baseball? If you play fantasy baseball, then you have to get the Roto Experts Premium Fantasy Baseball package. As Rebel goes for the cover here and kicked out by ODB. You can go to rotoexperts.com/impact right now, and you can get all the great advice from the aficionados in the world of fantasy baseball.
Oh.
Right? And the count now on Rebel is 2 and trying to slap Earl Hebner. He's the official match.
I'm just gonna point that out. But I'm just flabbergasted or impressed, if you will, and how great Rebel is looking. Not right now. She just missed a cross body from the top rope.
He's got the flash now. He'll be queuing up.
using that extra oomph.
Just fire up, Hope. Here comes ODB. You're up for Rebel. Here comes on. ODB's right now inside the 6-sided ring.
Rebel is frustrated. This return not going as she has planned.
Here comes ODB yet again. It's like get you some splash in the corner. ODB fired up some of the fans here in the Impact Zone. Here we go. That's ODB saying I'm a classy boy.
Nobody brings the fun to the table, to the ring, if you will. Like ODB, it's just always great watching her in action.
Here we go again. This time Rebel avoids the splash. Schoolgirl has her stacked up, ankle and tights, and ODB still kicks on it too.
Rebel frustrated with referee Earl Hebner.
another kisser.
That's awesome.
Get to some, Earl.
That's funny.
And ODB's got leveled up. All the way slammed by ODB. You never know what you're going to witness when you watch an episode of Impact on Pop. Now, Earl has it down. Now, come on, Earl. That might be a little too strong for even Earl.
Let me see.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's a 7-year-old man.
I don't know if he's maybe 71.
I was just in a Ric Flair. That's awesome.
Back in control of Rebel here.
Something you won't see it in the fucking WWE.
ODB goes for the cover. Earl's there to make the count. And ODB's victorious. Your winner of the match, ODB. Victory here for ODB. And I guess you can the official of the match.
I think ODB just raised Earl's name.
Take a break. Hell, in Holt's opinion, Earl won. He got a kiss from Rebel. He got a kiss from ODB. At his age, brother, he's not seeing much action. Congrats and kudos to Earl Hebner.
Take some selfies.
What
was that? What did we just see?
Seriously,
You're laughing like a goof. What was that? I'll tell you what, coming up next, we are going to see Lashley, the World Heavyweight Champion. Coming up.
What pisses Bobby Lashley off? First of all, let's answer that first.
Because when I look back at that day, and it wasn't so much that they almost killed me. It wasn't the fact that they hurt me. That they took something away from me that I worked so hard for. And that's the same thing that I do when I fight now, or when I get in the ring. I'm looking at this because I've seen it before. You know, I got in the ring, and I look across from this guy. If this guy beats me, then that takes away a lot from me. That takes food away from my kids, because that takes away money from me. Being in that top spot, you get everything. You get money, you get fame, you get everything that goes along with it. So everybody that comes in, they're looking to take all that away from me. And it's a trickle-down effect, because it goes all the way down to my kids. So I don't just look at it as taking something from me. I'm looking at it as taking something from my family, my kids. That's where it all comes. Because they did it, and I've seen it before, and I'm not going to let it happen again. That's why if I have to turn it up a little notch, if I have to get a little dirtier, if I have to do whatever it takes to win that fight, or that match, then I'm going to do it. No question asked.
What makes you happy?
Success.
Are you willing to do anything and whatever it takes to achieve success?
I would absolutely do it. And you know what? A lot of fighters will say that, but they won't actually do it. And they've been tested. And I'll get tested. If you want to test me, you can test me anytime. I've been in the ring with guys before. Toss him a chair here, take him out, make him do it. I was in the ring with EC3. He had a chance to win the world title. I tossed him a chair and said, take him out. And he turned it around with me until he ended up losing. If it was me, I would have knocked his head off. The way I was written out with him, no problem, no questions asked.
So you're on top. You have done it all. And you're on top right now in Impact Wrestling. You're the Impact Heavyweight Champion of the world. What's next? What's the next hill for Bobby Lashley to climb? What is left to conquer?
I think it's more of putting this company on my back. Like right now, we're trying to make some big moves. And since we're trying to make some big moves, they need somebody to be able to take that company to the next level. And you know, this is one thing that I'm very passionate about too. Because first of all, you got to fight the guys to make it there, and then you got to fight the guys to stay there. But then another thing you have to do is you have to fight everyone else to protect this company. There were some little fighters that came out there, little Conor McGregor kid went out there and said, "Oh, I'll bitch slap any wrestler." He can say that to other wrestlers, but he can't say it to me. And that's what I tell everybody else. It's not the fact that just beating me and taking that title. It's defending me and defending that title against anyone across the board. And if you can't do that, don't even get in the ring with me. Because it's not just a case of, oh, I get the title, oh, yeah, I'm having a good time. If you get that title, there's a lot of responsibilities.
That's right.
And I don't think there's anybody on the roster that can hold those responsibilities right now. But I can. Because there's not going to be any fighter out there saying, hey, I can go over to professional wrestling, bitch slap any of those guys. They're not saying it about me. They're saying it about those other guys. Those guys that are bullies.
Is there anybody out there that you want to get in the ring with, whether it be in the professional wrestling world or whether it be in MMA? Who's that one guy? Who's on the bucket list?
You know, I don't know if there's a huge bucket list. It's for me. I mean, first and foremost, before anything, it's money fights. Everybody wants money fights. I know with Bellator right now, they talked a lot about who can I fight in Bellator, and Fedor is like that Mystique, the Russian nightmare, the legend. So as far as fighting, I would love to be able to fight him. As far as professional wrestling, or in the MMA, either or, it's one big guy that comes into mind from time to time. I don't know if he can ever come over here and do it, or maybe there'd be a cross promotion and have us fight each other for profit.
I compared you recently to greatest athletes of all time: Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, LeBron.
Tiger Woods
That's
sucks, dude.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
I don't watch golf anyway, so.
Those guys need to step up their game a little bit.
For the entire interview, head over to ImpactWrestling.com. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing the World Heavyweight Champion. He is walking Armageddon. Lashley, the destroyer of worlds, the cosmic conqueror, the #1 draft pick, walking Armageddon, the unstoppable juggernaut of force. Lashley, and Jake Holmes has no idea what's about to hit him.
You think? He may not have an idea, but he's going to find out pretty soon here. You got the world champion, the greatest athlete on the face of this planet, about to go one-on-one against you.
I dare say
Anyways, I'll be right back. I'll just check something.
Last week, after what we saw with Alberto El Patron, that may have rattled Lashley.
Oh,
that may have set him off on a different course, a realization that this is a whole different ballgame right now. And it may bring out a fierceness in it that we haven't seen before.
Well, Alberto El Patron was able to defeat EC3 last week via tap out. One boot from Lashley sends Jake Holmes to the outside. So you have to imagine that El Patron will be next in line to challenge for the World's Championship, considering El Patron's the first man to ever force EC3 to tap out. Lashley just striking down on Jake Holmes. Holmes is a big dude and just got snatched up by the World Champion.
And the Dominator by Lashley to Holmes.
Lashley
It's over.
Not hasn't gotten through his workout just yet, so he will pick Holmes up even though he could have defeated him. This is a beatdown. You know, JB, the show's almost over. Enough of the secrecy. Who's coming out here? I've had enough of this. It's been almost 2 hours. Why don't you just come clean?
Enough of the secrecy.
Uh-huh.
You want me to disobey orders? You want me to go ahead? Oh, wow.
I forgot. Follow orders.
Following orders, that's it.
You're a sheep.
You got a problem with it? You can tell her.
And now Lashley. Again, Jake Holmes is up. And I will tell him. And you look at this. Delayed vertical by Lashley just takes down Jake Holmes.
There's that standard vertical delayed suplex by Lashley that we're so used to seeing from him, Doc.
And now Lashley sizing up Jake Holmes perhaps for a spear to put Holmes away once and for all, and Jake Holmes just retreats.
Get out of town, Jake Holmes.
I think that's what he was trying to do, Jay.
Oh!
And Lashley now setting up for that.
There we go!
Oh, sorry. No, just drop a match,
We'll do
right?
it. This is a formality.
And it's over.
Is unstoppable.
Be nice.
The winner of the match, the World Heavyweight Champion, Lashley. That's what you have to deal with if you're on the Impact roster. We all assume and agree that the next challenger for the World Championship will be Alberto is our world champion, holding 16 pounds in gold, Lashley. Here we go. Go ahead, JB. There we go. He's here.
It's just a matter of time. When we come back from this break, we will find out what she has to say.
Great.
You know, when we talk about the history of this ring, Impact Wrestling, these great fans,
That's right.
it took a lot of people to get here.
That's
It took a lot
right.
of people to get to this point. And right now, I would like to welcome out a very special lady who was integral in getting us to this point. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to Impact Wrestling, Karen Jarrett.
Oh, damn.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for, huh?
How exciting is it to see Karen Jarrett back in the impact zone? Far too long, and the Queen of the Mountain is making her return. This is very exciting, Josh.
Oh, yeah. Watching somebody fight hard to thrilling.
And she looks as stunning as she ever has. Trust me, that's not Pope playing no kiss up there. That's just Pope keeping it real.
That's right, boy.
Karen Jarrett is stepping inside the six-sided ring for what appears to be, what, years?
Good to see Karen Jarrett back.
For reception here from the impact zone. Everybody's excited, everybody's happy. Let's hear what Karen Jarrett, the Queen of the Mountain, has to say to the impact zone.
I can't wait.
Karen, you have a long history with this organization, and I want to be the first to tell you, as somebody with a little bit of seniority around here, I'd like to say personally, and from all these fans, welcome back. I know there are a lot of questions, and I know there are some answers to find out, and I want to know, first of all, Karen, your thoughts on everything that's going on here.
Well, Jeremy, my family started this company.
Come on.
They put their hard work, their sweat, their tears, everything that they had into this company. So, when I tell you the last few years have been difficult, thank you. This is really, really difficult. Thank you. And the last few years, again, have been very difficult. And over these last few years, Jeremy, there were times that it was incredibly humbling.
That's right.
And there were a lot of changes that happened in our lives.
Creatively, personally, yeah.
A lot in my life. The old Karen would have came out here and I would have probably given all of you all the answers to the questions that each one of you want. But I'm going to take the high road today. And I'm looking forward. I'm looking to the future. The changes. Jeremy, you feel the energy here. You feel the energy backstage.
That's classic. I mean, nothing's coming up, Josh. So fire Josh. That's it. That's our excuse for other things in life. Yeah.
I will will put that down on my list of changes. How about that? Yes, we'll see.
How does it even work here?
I mean, so.
People love you.
Thank you. Y'all are being so incredibly sweet. I didn't expect this response today. But again, moving forward, Jeremy, our future, you feel the energy backstage. I feel the energy with our production crew, our amazing, amazing, hardworking crew that is here before us and is here after us. And the fans, I just want to say to each and every one of you, thank you. You were here through the good times in the beginning.
And I've been here since, what? Not day one, but, through the rise and the fall. I'm sorry, just through the rise and the hard times. I've been there. That's because I watch other products than just WWE. I watch Ring of Honor, I watch UFC, and people make fun of me for watching other promotions that I personally like. Well, here's to all you haters that just don't like this show, this good quality wrestling show. Like, well, I mean, like, if you're real fans, obviously, you'd stick around. But some of you ain't just ain't real fans. That's I'm gonna say about that.
Here by former two-time.
And I thought it was fucking Dixie Carter coming back. I'm like, what?
World champion EC3. EC3 now joining this reunion of sorts, joining this party. And Jared back in Impact Wrestling.
I can feel the energy here in the Impact Zone, baby! Yeah! You are absolutely right. We have the best fans in the world! Woo. Heck, I know a few. I'm actually friends with a few of them. Amber, yeah, keep going. I'm friends with a lot of you. I'm friends with Amber. I'm friends with Steve. I'm friends with there's a guy that wears my face on the suit. I'm friends with him. I'm friends with Sneaky Pete back there. I'm friends with Hot Carl over there. So many friends, so many fans. Impact, baby!
Too bad you didn't stick with it, bro. That's one kind of
It's not
sad.
just about fans. Production. Production is great. The cameramen, the producers, the whole team rules. But Kieran.
So if you're saying all this shit, then like, why'd you leave? Why'd you bow down? Why'd you say goodbye to the crew and everything like that? If you truly loved Impact Wrestling, then you'd stay with it. You'd stay with it with the good times and the bad times in your career. And you didn't. You chose to walk away, move on to other places. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Other superstars, other wrestlers have left and moved on to WWE or the independent scene. And more people are coming to WWE. They choose WWE or Ring of Honor or New Japan or whatever. Because they feel like, hey, they could do better. So EC3, I'm intrigued to where he goes. But like, if he settled this in 2017, then why is he leaving? Why did he take his bow? Why is he saying goodbye? Sorry. What? Sorry. What did he say goodbye in 2018? That's what I want to know.
Karen, let me tell you about the most important part. Our locker room. Our locker room is without fail one of the greatest locker rooms I've ever been in here. You know, I'm sort of like General Patton, like kind of the locker room leader, and like I want to tell shit, but even the new guys who don't introduce themselves, they're good too. I mean, it's great, it's perfect. But we want to make Impact great, right? Make Impact great. I kind of feel like I already did start making Impact great when I rolled up in here in my Maserati. I beat every legend you had, shaved a couple heads, became a world heavyweight champion, and honestly, the only true original.
Had a lot of alliances with Spud and your Aunt Dixie, and formed a lot of tag teams, makeshift tag teams. He's done quite a lot in Impact Wrestling. Done a lot in WWE too. I'm intrigued to where he goes next. And as his styles, etc. They've all started in Impact Wrestling. Aries, with him being in WWE, then starting in TNA, then going to WWE, then you coming back to TNA in 2018. Yeah. It just proves how fucking great this company is, and like, yeah, sure, not many people watch Impact Wrestling, but if they've seen the viewership that TNA gets over WWE's viewership, then yeah, they change their tune. Just saying.
Star this company has ever created. But I digress. He's all right. Karen, your top man is reporting for duty. And together with each and every one of you, we will make Impact great!
This is why he's a jobber now.
But I'm not doing it for your last name. I'm gonna do it for mine.
Oh damn, heel turn.
Okay, stop. I've got something to say.
Heel turn for Josh Matthews too.
What is Josh going to do? What is he going to say? I mean, you better watch yourself. I can tell you that. Not gonna end.
So the evil tyrant queen has returned. Feels good, right? Feels good to be back in the Impact Zone. It feels good to be back, doesn't it, Karen? And the first thing you do, the big acquisition, the big move that you make, your number one pick, is to put the JV squad with the All-Star at that table.
You're damn right it was.
Then you build this team of legends. Bruce Pritchard, who I honestly thought and hoped was dead.
Wow.
Dirty
Awesome.
Dutch Mantel, and I like Dutch. I've been watching Dutch since I'm like this tall and him in Indiana. Dutch, it's hard to disrespect Dutch because the man is 267 years old.
Wow. I didn't know.
And then you
granted, I never watched Dutch Mantel back when he was an active competitor, but like I enjoyed his stuff in WWE. It was fucking good, man. I enjoyed his stuff when he was teaming up with Alberto Del Rio in WWE, and like I'm enjoying. I mean, like sure he's on a TV role right now currently, but his creativity, you know, amazing. For an old man, he is a pretty good mind. I'm just saying, creatively, and making Josh Matthews a heel commentator, the champion, the Grand Slam champion. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. I will say that, but I will review that eventually, just like I did in with my 2016 reviews. I will be reviewing that eventually. But in closing, Dutch Mantel, aka Zed Coulter, good guy, good guy.
You have this troll who's been a stooge for 25 years. And all of you who come here for free because you can't afford a ticket, shut the hell up.
No.
Josh is just lost. Completely disrespectful to our fans.
My problem isn't with any of them. My problem isn't with Bruce. My problem isn't with Dutch. I love this man. My problem is with you. No, you're not here to help. You're the leader of this.
Great! I'm gonna do it for mine.
Okay, stop. I've got something to say.
This will not end good. What is Josh going to do?
Hang on, I'll be right back. Everybody, come back.
What is he going to say? I mean, this...
All right, hold on, you'll be back.
Watch yourself, I can tell you that
So the evil tyrant queen has returned. Feels good, right? Feels good to be back in the impact zone. It feels good to be back, doesn't it, Karen? And the first thing you do, the big acquisition, the big move that you make, your number one pick, is to put the JV squad with the All-Star at that table.
You're damn right it was.
Then you build this team of legends. Bruce Pritchard, who I honestly thought and hoped was dead. Dirty Dutch Mantel, and I like Dutch. I've been watching Dutch since I'm like this tall in Hammond, Indiana. Dutch, it's hard to disrespect Dutch because the man is 267 years old.
Let me just refute his age, shall we? Well, actually, the man is 68 years old. He's not 200 and... What'd you say? 200 something?
Damn right it was.
He's 68.
You build this team of legends.
Yeah, I'll
Bruce
see that much.
Pritchard, who I honestly thought and hoped was dead.
Well, actually, he's alright. Not too alright.
Dirty Dutch Mantel, and I like Dutch. I've been watching Dutch since I'm like this tall in Hammond, Indiana.
Dutch, it's hard to disrespect Dutch because the man is 267 years old.
Well, he's 68 years old. He's not. He's not 267, like you said. So he's like nearly 70, and he can still fuck. He has the mindset of a good, honest booker, really. So yeah.
And then you have this troll who's been a stooge for 25 years. And all of you who come here for free because you can't afford a ticket, shut the hell up.
Josh is just lost. Completely disrespectful to our fans.
My problem isn't with any of them. My problem isn't with Bruce. My problem isn't with Dutch. I love this man. My problem is with you. No, you're not here to help. You're the leader of this three-headed monster. Do you even know who my wife is? Do you have any idea who my wife is? She's a 5-time knockouts champion.
And
she's forgotten more about the knockouts division than you'll ever know. Oh, wow.
And she's a jobber. I'm sorry. Back when she was competing with TNA, she was a jobber. Yeah, I have to go with Karen. Fucking A. She was a jobber, dude. This is why she joined you. Sorry. This reason why she joined you for knockouts matches, because she couldn't cut it in the ring. I mean, yeah, sure, dude. She won the knockouts title 5 times, but she lost it 5 times too. So, and then became a jobber to put the new stars over. So really, she had a flip flop career per se, but she had an alright career as an active competitor.
That's funny. You've got jokes. You think you're not here to help. You're with any of them. My problem isn't with Bruce. My problem isn't with Dutch. I love this man. My problem is with you. No, you're not here to help. You're the leader of this three-headed monster. Do you even know who my wife is?
The jobber, yeah.
Do you have any idea who my wife is? She's a 5-time knockouts champion.
And then she lost the title 5 times. So
she's forgotten more about the knockouts division than you'll ever know. Oh, wow. That's funny. You've got jokes. You think that's funny. Should I drop some reality on you now? Should I drop some reality on you now? It's only you just stand there. It's only a matter of time, Karen, before your family, the Jarrett family, is gone from Impact Wrestling forever.
Josh has flown the cuckoo's nest. Holy guacamole!
Damn.
What a slap! Oh man, everybody's been talking about all the hell that Josh has been raising, but Kerry Jarrett just knocked the hell out of Josh. And you know what? If this is any indication of what's to come, I'm not sure Josh is going to be here to join us next week on Impact.
Damn. Slapping the taste out of that boy's mouth. Shit. Something a babyface would do. B minus show. 9 out of 10 for me. It was right though. Not the best, but okay. Ah, fuck, I know my kid. It's fucking 10 out of 10. Way better than fucking WWE ever will be. So, really, I don't see how people can fucking hate this company. I don't see how people can hate TNA. Also, hate Impact Wrestling. I'll never get it. You know, they've obviously been brainwashed by Rebby Hardy and, their hate for Impact Wrestling and how it's been changed and by Anthem and whatever. So, good for them. They can hate it. I'll always be a fan, regardless. So, stay tuned for next week. Come back very soon. Take care.